Hey,
Okay.
I'm Scotty T from your Comedy Minute, and I have an absolutely talented young lady with me. Patrice Deveaux is here. Patrice Deveaux is here with me. Patrice, thank you so much for being here.
Well, thanks for having me. I'm glad we were able to finally make it happen. We've
I
been
I
going back
have
and
written
forth
I,
with
I
it.
have written down here comedian, writer, producer, actor, and my personal favorite, you heal goats.
Yes.
Tell me about that. You work with you're a veterinarian?
No, I'm talking about some of the greatest of all times.
That's what I thought. I figured.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm talking about some of your favorite comedians. I'm your favorite comedian's favorite comedian.
I
I
forgot to tell you, you can say any fucking thing you want to say, by the way.
can tell. I've already
Anything you
tapped
want to
into
say, it don't matter. I
different
don't give a
forward.
shit. Um, let's start. You are based, I think, in Richmond, Virginia.
That is definitely where they send my bills. Yes, Richmond,
And were
Virginia is
you
where they
born
send
in
my bills.
were you born and raised in Richmond?
I was raised between Richmond and Philadelphia. Shout out to the 215. So
I'm an Eagles fan, and
yeah.
I'm an Eagle. I live
Awesome.
in Pennsylvania, and I want you to know I was on the air in Richmond, some of the radio stations.
Oh yeah.
I've done a lot of radio. I've done a lot of work in Richmond.
Okay. Well, you
Love
got
it. WRVQ. Here, I'll do this, and then we'll get back. I was on WBZU in Richmond. I went on the air as Howie Feldersnatch.
okay. I don't think I tuned into that particular station much, but you have a great radio voice, so I believe you.
But is she funny? That's your trademark, isn't it? But is she funny?
It is. It is. It's kind of a rhetorical question right now, but it is still always up for, debate. I let the people decide. It's rhetorical for me.
You are funny. You're funny as heck. I spent the whole morning watching your stuff.
Get out of here. Thank
I
you.
did. Well, because you're coming on my show, I want to pay respect.
Thank you. I
People don't know
appreciate
you're in a relationship with Drake now.
Yes, well, it's fake Drake. Hey, fake
It's
Drake, if you're
fake
watching,
Drake.
it's fake Drake. But yes, very serious, committed catfish
Is he
relationship.
catfish? Is he catfishing you?
Oh, he's definitely catfishing me, but it's cool.
But
Like,
it's fake Drake.
huh?
Fake Drake.
Yeah, fake Drake.
Yeah, because you do a bit about that you'd rather be catfish than ghosted.
Definitely.
Yeah, me too. Me too.
Yeah, I don't. People who rather be ghosted, their self esteem is like way, way, way high. Like they got hugs and stuff growing up.
Right, right.
Somebody told them they loved them 3 times a
There are
week.
so many things that you said, and I'm going to get to some of them, but let's go back to when did you start doing comedy?
Ooh, so it'll be 10 years
Okay.
on the books. It'll be 10 years professionally in May. May
Okay.
22nd. It'll be 10 years. I think to a degree I've always been funny.
Right.
Like I won a contest at like 9 or 10 years old where I did some Weird Al Yankovic kind of like comedy music at a church thing. I did
Yeah.
this really stupid rendition of My by Johnny Gill, and I
I
put the words around. So I mean, I think I've always been humorous, but I never thought about doing stand. I never thought about being a comedian
okay.
until
10 years ago, was there a catalyst? Was there something that said, go do, I want to do Patrice, go do comedy?
yeah. As a matter of fact, shout out to Tim Casey out of Richmond, Virginia. He had this open mic. Um, and one day I just fell through there like just to check it off my bucket list. Like I'm just
Right.
gonna
Okay.
do it. I went a
Right.
week before on a really bad date, but I was and the comedy was pretty awful too. And I was like, I could do
I
that.
did
And I
that. Yeah.
just said to myself, you know, I'm gonna just do it just to say that I did it.
Yeah.
And I went and prepared 5 minutes and I did about three, but the three that I did was good. And the Tim Casey, the producer, promoter, was like,
Yeah.
"Are you sure this is really your first time doing comedy?" I was like, "Yeah, and my last time. I'm going to work tomorrow." Like, what I'm saying? I
Yeah.
did not take it seriously at all. He was
And
like,
10
"No,
years later, 10 years later, you got your own management now. You got a lot of stuff. I don't want to jump ahead too much, but well, I'm not gonna. I'm gonna keep going
yeah, go
because
for it."
no, because
Because I'm
there's so
pretty
much.
private, so you
There's
better get what you can get now.
no,
Because there's no telling the
I'll
next
cut
time
out
I'm
whatever
going to
you
be
don't
on a
want in. I'll cut
podcast.
out whatever you don't want in. Trust me.
Yeah.
You're in DC. You have a show tonight in DC.
Yes, at Hotbed, o'clock, 9:30, and you can catch a free one at 11:30. Like
Well,
you can't beat that.
unless they're time travelers, this won't go on the air for about 2 weeks. But I just
Oh,
wanted to
okay.
establish New Year's Eve in Richmond.
Yes. At
That's
the
going to be a big
Richmond
show,
Funny Bone.
right?
Yeah.
But you just got back from Holland.
Yes, that was my second time in Holland.
Yeah.
Amazing. Even better than the first, which I didn't even think you could top the first time. But yeah, it was even better than the first one.
You do stories with Tony Woods, is that right?
Sometimes I do Tony Woods and Friends. Yes, he has been a huge help and just like impact in my journey. One of many people though.
Yeah, and he was scared of your gun.
Yes. These are all facts. Like I'm telling you, like
That's why you're on with
I am
Scotty
a
T,
2A
man.
girl. Yes,
That's
I'm
why you're on with Scotty
Southern
T, man.
girl.
I dig up the dirt. I had George Wallace on here, and I got him pretty good.
George. Yes, I've
Uh,
met him
Now
before.
here we're gonna jump all over. I did a lot of drugs. I'm 62 years old. I'm
Okay.
dumb as shit.
Yeah.
You mentioned Diva Cup,
Yes.
and now look, I've worked. We just met. People, you don't know me. I worked with Tony Braxton, Whitney Houston, Deborah Cox, Etta James,
Okay, so you know
and
some
divas.
divas.
I know divas, but I did not know Diva Cup.
Was one of the greatest inventions ever made. And I hope at some point in my success story, I can put a diva cup in the hand, well, more so in the vagina of every woman on the planet, because every woman deserves a diva cup. It's the best shit ever.
You said don't look it up, but I had to look it up, and I was shocked.
It's a shot
I
glass
was
for blood.
shocked what a Diva Cup is.
It's a shot glass for blood. Yes, that's what it
Yes.
is.
Yeah, go ahead. It Daddy.
Yeah.
And twice I watched videos where you said my Diva Cup's about full.
Yeah. Filling up by the because I mean, when people always like, oh, what's the hardest part about being a woman in comedy? Going to work on my when I gotta put my diva cup in. Going to work when my diva cup has to come with me is the
I,
hardest fucking part. I can deal with everything else. I'm dying up there.
I pray that shit never leaks. I pray that shit for you. Comedians that inspired you and comedians that you like now.
Oh, that's such a tough list just
You don't
because
even have to just do what you want. This is your comedy minute. You're in
yeah,
charge, Patrice.
okay. So inspire me. I always want to make Cat Williams proud. Yeah, like
Yeah, yeah,
Cat.
yeah. You have a video on YouTube. And by the way, I'm going to put the links to your Instagram, your YouTube channel,
Oh,
Facebook.
thank you. Yeah,
I'll put all the links in the video in the description when I air this.
I appreciate it. I can use all the
Okay,
numbers.
so all the comedians that inspired you, and then ones that you like now.
Um, comedians that inspire me. Adele Givens,
Adele, sure.
Cat Williams, some more. George Carlin, believe it
Yeah,
or
yeah.
not.
I had a conversation with George. I hate to keep interrupting, but I had a conversation with George. Amazing guy.
Yeah. Sylvia Tremore Morrison,
Okay.
actually, just for her legacy and how iconic she is. When I think of like my contemporaries, though, there is a sister out of Oak Cliff, Texas. She eat at Rudy's, but she lives out in California named Precious Hall. An
Precious Hall.
absolute beast, monster. I brought her over to the East Coast twice. One of my favorites for sure. I also really love uh Anthony Oakes. He's a comedian out of DC. So it's like I have, people who are like in the same class that
Right.
I admire. But when I think about like who inspire me, who I look at and say
Right.
that's success or that's the kind of funny or authenticity I want to bring, Tony Woods is a success story to me.
You
People
have on Instagram, and I don't know. I guess you have TikTok too. I don't do TikTok, but I guess you
I
do.
don't have. I don't
Oh,
really.
okay,
I'm
I don't
not.
do TikTok.
I
But
created one at one time, and I think once it's there, it's always there.
yeah,
But I don't
right.
know. I hope that shit gets banned too. Sorry
Yeah,
to everybody
exactly.
that loves
Yeah,
TikTok.
I
I hope
don't fuck with
it gets
TikTok.
banned.
But you're devoted, play on your name, devoted.
Yeah.
Your latest one is how you can't grow hair because you had a rock fight.
Yes. And
Is
fuck
that
you when you
true?
see this one too.
Is that true?
That is absolutely true. I don't know if you can see there, and my nails are fucked up. It was
Well,
raining out
kind
here,
of,
so
kind
I
of
didn't
like,
get it done. But
kind of like Diva Cup rock fight. You mean you were what? You were throwing rocks at one another?
yes, it was a literal rock fight. Like you throw rocks, you run, you try not to get hit. I caught one. I caught one. I caught a good one too. I thought I
Oh
was gonna get
man.
stitches, but I have a mom that doesn't believe in taking you to the doctor unless you're on your deathbed. I tell people all the time, like growing up, and I love my mom dearly. She was a great mom. But what I'm saying is, if prayer or nap or castor oil couldn't fix that shit, you might was gonna have to go see the king. You might was gonna see the king.
You're not about being politically correct.
Oh, what is that?
Yeah, right.
None of the politics are correct.
You-
So how can I be
there's
politically?
something about Pugsley and his fat ass.
Okay, hear me out because
Look,
again,
because look, in one sense,
was
you
I
say
wrong?
you love fat guys, and I thought, oh shit,
Like,
her,
but
her and I'm gonna do karaoke with you.
Scott, was I wrong though? Like you were hired for Pugsley because of your aesthetic. You a little fat ass boy. I mean, I just didn't
What did
understand. So
he
all of
died? He died of a heart attack. Is that what pissed you off?
the I'm just like,
Is that what? I mean, I don't know. I don't know the whole story. It's like the Diva Cup, or I'm learning as I go along here.
so the long and short of it is there's a influencer named Kai Cenat, and then
Yeah,
a
Kyson, I
yeah,
know, I
and
got it.
then
Yeah.
Drewski, they had this like Thanksgiving thing and they invited the Adams family. And
Okay.
Drewski, being a comedian, was joking about because he's a fat ass man. Like he's a little fat ass boy that turned into a fat ass man, Drewski. And he was just, making comments with the other little fat ass boy, and it turned into this whole the
Get it.
mom
Okay.
was so in an uproar and my feelings are
I
so
don't.
hurt.
My feelings. Oh, fuck your feelings.
I bet they feelings cashed the check though. I bet their feelings cashed that check. I'm pretty sure.
uh, Dennis Leary. There's a comedian named Dennis Leary years ago did a bit about a psychiatrist. He'd be the greatest psychiatrist in the world. Fuck you. Shut the fuck up. Next. Shut the fuck up. Next. You
That's
kind
a
of
great
remind me of that.
I think that's a great hustle therapy. It is. You just
Yeah,
get
yeah, yeah.
all people's like torrid truths and issues all day.
Imagine me. I told you before we started, I'm 62 years old, and the shit that, oh, my feelings are, fuck your feelings, you pussy. Grow the fuck up. Grow a set. Get a set of balls.
I think
You
that
do a
it's
thing about that balls. There are eyeballs. No, maybe not. No, no, you
grow
don't.
a uterus because that's a really
Uterus.
strong thing. Balls are pretty sensitive. A
Yeah.
uterus is what you should grow. Yeah, grow a
Well,
uterus.
let's get this
That's
thing back
strong.
on the track for at least for a minute.
Okay, let's go.
Black Women in Comedy Laugh Fest.
Yeah,
Okay, you're a headliner.
I
Um,
am.
Joanna Briley's coming on the show Wednesday.
Awesome. That's my
I'm
girl.
so I'm so the Gwen Factor,
Yeah.
Starla from last year. I made a pact. I'm going to try and get every person that's on the show because I support all women in comedy, particularly black women in comedy.
And I saw that in its inception. My first time going was year 2. This will be year 6 for
You're
them.
six, okay?
Uh-huh. And just to see how it has grown, the labor of love that I've seen Joanna and her team put into it.
Yeah,
This will be my 3rd year there, the first year of like headlining.
yeah,
But it's just like it's a real legacy that she's building. And I'm
yeah.
so proud of her and just it's a privilege to be a part of it. No bullshit. Like
It's a privilege to have you on my show.
oh, thank you. I'm
No,
glad
no, 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 no.
I'm just
I've been joking around, but and I'll be serious. I only like to be serious for 2 or 3 seconds every interview.
okay.
But no, I'm being serious. You are an amazingly talented young lady, and I can't thank you enough for coming on the show.
Yeah, man. I
No,
love it.
I mean it. I mean
Great
it. Let's get
time. I'm
back.
having
Let's get
a good
back to
time.
having some fun.
I'm day
No, no,
drinking.
no,
Good
no.
time
Because
with Louis
I'm
Anderson.
supporting. I'm supporting that show as long as it's running, and that means every year you're gonna have to put up with me whenever the show comes around. Or
Right.
no, it's up in 6 months. I have to have you back again
Yeah.
if you have a good time.
Okay.
Um, I'm probably gonna piss you off a little bit, but thank you for your service.
That's a little bit. Don't thank me too much again. I went anyway. But I mean, but you're welcome. But you don't got to thank me too much.
Should I just move on?
Yeah, I mean, it's fine. It's public record. I mean, it's not a big deal to me because what I say is because there are a lot of people, whether they went AWOL, and I do have a administrative discharge. Let's be clear. I do not have a dishonorable, but anyone, and I mean anyone that signs their name on that dotted line to me has a level of respect because a lot of people, especially patriots, don't ever do that. So whatever your tenure is, whatever your service is, however it plays out, assuming it's nothing treasonous and like fucking diabolical and dishonorable, then I respected the Air Force. The greatest Air Force in the world was a phenomenal experience for me. I just talked to one of my old commanders the other day. It is what it is. But
I
I'm
know.
the
No,
type of person.
I'm just playing. I'm just
Oh
playing.
no, I love talking about this. I
Good,
can't wait
good.
to talk about this,
Yeah.
more like on my another project that I'm working on. But I love telling my story.
Well, and I just tend to say that I have several people that are in these, and I always say thank you for your service. And I thought, boy, don't say that.
No,
No,
I
no.
work in mortuary affairs, so trust me.
We
My
can start.
service,
Let's move on to.
yeah,
I think a bit from Holland was about your 10 bras.
yeah,
10 really good bras.
excellent, bros.
Excellent, bro. And uh, I'm kind of because you
You're gonna
said
give
so
away
many.
all my jokes. They're not gonna need to watch my special that's come
I'm
that
so
I'm
no, I'm
coming to.
sorry, but no, you were because you tied in about men's underwear.
Yeah.
I
Did I
just
lie?
no, I wanted to tell you you're telling the truth.
Yes.
I only have, except I only have like 10 pair of underwear total. I don't have 10 pairs of
You
underwear. I
flip them
got,
inside out or what?
yeah, the holy shit. So brown in front, yellow in back. They're terrible.
Hate it. Hated it.
I'm sorry. Um, do you have, I'll stop. I like to do your bits. You have great bits.
Well, thank you.
Um, do you have a favorite show you've done in 10 years? And then the follow up, the least favorite show where
Man,
maybe things didn't go so good. You can do a couple. Do a couple of your favorites. Go.
yeah, let me be quick because one of my favorite shows is one of my least favorite shows, if that makes sense.
Huh.
So
Yeah,
I
sure.
produced a show in Las Vegas. I had some comedians that I was bringing from the East Coast to Las Vegas. I had a couple people from the West Coast that I was throwing on the show. This was right when COVID was kind of like we still don't know what's going on, but it was already on the book, so we had to
Right.
do it. And one person came out to the show. I sold one ticket. And one of the comedians dropped out. One comedian, I said, don't even worry about coming. And I still paid him. Shout out to Alex Scott. And me and Anthony Oakes did an hour, 30 minutes for one person in a
Yeah.
club in Las Vegas. We ordered her DoorDash and everything. Worst part about it is, come to find out, I ended up giving her COVID and she was in the hospital for 3 weeks. She's better. She's so much better now. I was just like, oh my God. Because I ended up having COVID after that show, but I didn't know I had COVID until like the next day. We were supposed to go to LA and I was like, yo, I feel like I'm dying. So I got on a plane and went back home and found out later on that the one person that bought a ticket to my show
You get
fucking almost kicked the bucket. I was like, what kind of shit is this? But that was the best show because we powered through it, and it's like Anthony Oakes didn't bail on me. So I feel like if I can lose with you, I can win with you.
yeah.
It's everybody loves a winner. It's
Yeah,
easy
sure,
to
sure,
win with
sure.
a person. But if I can lose with you, I know that I can win with you. And his attitude, just the way we did that show, we had so much fun. Who knew that we were gonna be sick as a dog 10 days later? But
I want to be careful because I didn't mean to trip. And again, I cut anything out you want me to cut out as far as your material. But you did another story about, I think it was like Centerville, Virginia or something, where it was only like 34 people there or something that I watched today.
I'm not sure. I mean, oh, Petersburg.
Petersburg, Virginia, right.
That was when that was the first time that I ever like featured for Tony Woods. It wasn't my first time
Yeah.
being on a show with him, but that was my first time featuring for Tony Woods. And yes, it was a dry show. There was no
No
alcohol.
alcohol. Yeah, yeah.
Uh, it
I
was a
just loved, if you can't tell, I
20.
just loved watching your stuff. I watched so much of your stuff today.
I'm glad somebody's fucking watching it. According to the numbers, it's just us.
Well, no, 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 no. We're going to do everything we can to change that.
Yeah, but
Yeah, no, I'm all about that.
that was, that was it was a fun show. I don't, to me, it's gonna sound so fucking corny, but
No,
just
no.
doing what I love is, I don't, it's no such thing as a bad show to me. Like,
You
it
just
is what
enjoy
it is.
getting up there and playing. Get up
That's
there and
it,
doing it.
man. That's it.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
you die today, you live tomorrow, whatever the case may be. But I don't think that I have any one show in 10 years that I'm like,
That's
that
fine.
is
That's
the
fine.
show.
You know, again, we just met, and I always, each one of these is different. We've
Yeah.
never met. I don't know what's going to come out of your mouth. You don't know what's going to
Yeah,
come
no,
out of my
I'm
mouth.
good.
But I love the spontaneity of it. But like as you were saying that, I'm friends with a lot of musicians, worked in the music business, and Cheap Trick. I don't know if you ever heard of Cheap Trick.
Mm-mm.
They're musicians that work. They just got inducted to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, and they have the same approach as you. Every night we just go out and play and have fun, and that's just great.
I think that's the key to success, and maybe maintaining some sort of, sanity. I mean, we're already pretty fucked up to be in this
Sure,
profession. So you want
sure,
to try to keep
right.
as much of your sanity and soul as you can.
Well,
That's
look at and like tonight, you're in DC. I think you did DC last night too, right?
no, I was
You did DC tonight, and then you're in Richmond, and then just you're
yeah, then
booked all the time.
I'm in Pennsylvania on January the 3rd.
Oh, baby, coming to visit.
Railroad, Pennsylvania. I don't
Come,
know
I'm in York, Pennsylvania. I'll make you dinner. Come by. You said you like fat guys. We'll go. Hey, we'll go do karaoke for right after.
first. We gotta do karaoke first.
Oh
Then
yeah, yeah. No,
decide whether or not we
I
need to
don't want to
bother
give it
with dinner.
away. I don't want to give it away. But listen, I'll do some Hall and Oates.
Okay. That's my folks.
Bone Thugs and Harmony first, and then some Hall and Oates.
How do you know where Railroad is? I've never been to Railroad. I mean, I know Lancaster, I know Philly, I know
Lancaster.
Allentown.
Lancaster, that's where the Amish. That's right up the road from me. I'm in York.
Oh yeah, I know
Where the
York.
men are, hey, York, PA, where the men are men and the sheep are scared.
Very scared. Uh-huh. That's what they also say about West Virginia.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah,
They
yeah.
can fight for that title.
Well, it's true though. In my case, when I was a kid growing up, a guy had sex with a sheep at the York Fair.
Okay. Thought that was illegal, but okay. Maybe
I'm telling you the truth. I'm telling you the
I
truth.
believe it. That's the worst part.
Um,
What else you got?
well, let me ask you this: do you enjoy doing the Instagram stuff you're doing because you really are really good at that? I love that stuff.
When you see me post, it's because it's something that I enjoy. If you notice, I'm not a constant content person.
No,
I don't create in that way. So whenever you see me post something, it is because I'm either passionate about it. It's on my moment. I'm in that vein, but I don't live for the algorithm, because
no,
if I live for the
no, no.
algorithm, I'd
I
have to
wasn't.
put out 6 videos a day, 10 videos a day. Sometimes I'm just like, when you see me post content that's like social media style content.
What do you call it? A devote for your devotees?
Both TED Talk,
Right,
yeah.
right, yeah.
TED Talk, yeah. Now that might be something that I will start being more diligent with, like putting out once a day, but I haven't gotten there yet. It's like,
No, well, you're busy, but no, because I love it because I think that's the real you. When you get on a rant, I
yeah,
love comedians that get on a rant.
yeah,
Shit that pisses them off.
yeah. That's
When I
it.
said about being politically correct, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Something that pisses you. All right, and you know what? I hate when I do this, but and this is just me. Blind Barbie. Blind Barbie pisses me off. Down syndrome Barbie pisses me off.
No.
I'm sorry. I'm
I mean,
sorry.
I respect you for being able to say that, but why do you even feel that way?
It's a fucking piece of plastic.
You want to know what pisses me the fuck off? Black
Yeah.
American girl. That's a damn that American girl, the one black American dog bitch that they got. That's a goddamn indentured servant. Now that you taking out the critical
There
race
you go.
theory,
Now
no
we're getting
shit.
somewhere. Yeah. Well,
Give
and
me
I don't want to give
blind
away.
Barbie over goddamn Harriet Tubman, American Girl, any day. Thank you.
Blind Barbie comes with a little dog, and you have to buy it separately.
Yes,
Little cane.
because little blind girls deserve to be barbs too.
How the fuck do they know? Here's your blind Barbie. You can hand them dollar store shit. They ain't gonna know.
No, they gotta have the stick.
And I hate to do it, but you bought your niece a bike.
Fuck these kids. No, I'm just joking.
Yeah, fuck these kids. Fuck these kids. It's amazing how much I'm hearing that from comedians these days.
I don't feel that way. Like I
No, I
really
know, I know.
kids. I really do.
I got it. I got one.
But the entitlement, like yeah, it's just different. They get things all year round,
Right.
and just the entitlement and just the lack of going outside is just crazy to me.
Yeah.
Like kids are never outside. I'm never worried about hitting a kid with my car these days. I'm more worried about hitting like a dog or something. But
Yeah,
over a kid is the least of my concerns. They not outside.
you probably know this, maybe you don't. And again, I'm only serious for a few seconds every interview. But did you know that over 50% of the kids today, do you know what they want to be?
Influencers.
Yep.
I know.
That's it. That's it.
Sick work. That shit is sick.
It's just crazy.
It's weird.
We're doomed. We're doomed. We're doomed.
And the worst part is
Where's all the doctors? Where's all the lawyers? Where's the policemen?
I'm ready to watch the world burn. Like I'm okay with it. Like I'm cool with it. I prepare as much as I can for doomsday. I got readiness supplies and stuff. But other than that, this shit on. I'm over it. Like I hate everybody. I hate humans. Fucking
well,
those are
all right, boy. Look at the time. I got to rearrange the sock drawer.
I love the devoted.
Take care now. See you again.
If you're watching this, you're cool.
I'll be at the back door. It'll cost you $10 to get out. Oh my God.
UFOs are just flying around, teasing us, letting us know they're out there. Like, bro, come get them.
The drones are around now. Well, look, listen, I don't want to keep you much longer. I know you got a show tonight and everything.
Thank you. And I've been
wait, now hold it. We got a little more work to do. I want to make sure first and foremost that I thank you. I meant from bottom of my heart. It's an honor to have you here. Mention anything else that you want to mention. I know you got some big stuff coming up besides the Laugh Fest. Anything you want to mention that.
I would love for people to look out for taping, and this will be my first special in 10 years. I know people are putting them out every 4 months now, right. But I'll be doing a special in March. March 21st is the tentative date. Just stay connected to me on
I'll put all the links, and I'll tell you what, if you like, you can come back.
Okay.
Right before in March, and we'll promote the hell out of it. We'll do everything I can to help.
Yeah, that'll be so dope. So it'll
Would
be
that be
coming right off
good?
of the Blackwood. Yeah, that'll be coming off of the
Yeah,
Blackwood.
after the Laugh Fest, come in. We'll promote the hell out of it here.
Yeah, and then fingers crossed, I may be doing some work in Australia coming up. So I'm really excited about kind of focusing a lot more on overseas. I have a good
Good,
time
good.
over there. Very
Yeah.
Josephine Baker.
Well, no, yeah. Look, the more the merrier. Well, every little bit, I mean,
Yeah.
Well, cool. Listen, I don't know if you got the memo late. It's my fault for sending it.
No,
The
no,
Gwyn Factor, no, the Gwyn Factor did it for me. I don't know if you can do it or not,
what's that?
but it's called Your Comedy Minute, and you can do anything you want, jokes, bit, just story, anything you want.
Is there gonna be a timer up
No,
there?
no, no. I sent you a message. It can be 5 minutes. Doesn't matter.
Okay, no, it's
Anything you want. Let me do a formal introduction, and we'll get it, and we'll see what. And that'll be the preview for this big funky interview we got going on here.
let's do it. Let's do
Patrice
it.
Deveaux, Your Comedy Minute. Go ahead, my good friend.
Okay, so it's gonna be a story, and it's a story I thought I was gonna wait for my memoirs, but there was a time when I was hanging out with the legendary, incomparable Cat Williams, and I feel like this is how we should end the year since he started the
Okay.
year so crazy. But he had me picking up one of his friends or something like that, and I said, "Hey, come on, I'm ready. Like, let's roll." And she was like, "I gotta brush my teeth." And I looked at Cat Williams and I said, "Why the fuck is it 4 p.m. and she hasn't brushed her teeth yet?" And he said, "I don't know, Patrice Deveaux. Why don't you ask her why she hasn't brushed her motherfucking teeth at 4 p.m.?" And I just fucking died in the parking lot. Like it was the funniest shit, but it was like he always said Patrice Deveaux. Like it's one of my favorite moments in
Did
life.
he?
It was
I got
valid.
it.
I think that was
Did
6.
either did he ask her? Or did you ask her? Or just you guys got in the car? That was it.
No, I think she went and brushed her fucking teeth and then she came out. But we both definitely was trying to figure that out together. It's
Yeah,
a
that's kind of first thing in the morning, isn't it?
4 p.m. Like ready for the nighttime. What the fuck
That's
have you been doing us so
four.
much?
Well, maybe she slept late,
Yeah.
or maybe she had a little something in her mouth a little later on.
Or earlier. I don't know. It doesn't matter. But that's just
Great
one of my
story.
moments that I wanted to share. It's just
That's
like
great. That's great.
hilarious
Hey, let
moments.
me stop the recording so we can spend a minute or two off the air if that's okay.
Okay, let's do that.
Did you have fun?
I had a fucking blast. I can't
Oh
wait.
man, that's you know what? Let me
Better
stop the
than I thought
recording.
it would be, if I'm gonna be
Let
honest.
me stop the recording.